Hey guys, welcome back to Kings of Iron. Danny Hoyt here with the legend himself, Mr. Robby Robinson. Robby, how you doing, man?
Fine, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Today was a great day. We did a lot of things. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I enjoyed working with the guys and mentoring them about the training, the supplementation, the eating, body position, getting into their heads, trying to get into their heads and bring out that person that it actually takes to be a successful bodybuilder. Which
I feel like you do so well. Like, we were talking about this earlier when you guys were lifting in the garage. These guys were lifting. I feel like you knew right when to walk over and give them that little tidbit that just changed their whole workout.
Yeah, it's just kind of built in after been doing it for 27 years.
Yeah. And
you're observing other people doing the same exercise, and then you observe yourself. You know exactly where your body is, where the body should be, or how you can read the person to the person where you can step right in and show them, and they don't feel offended by it. But it's an art. You have to kind of look at the person and know exactly when to step in and make that move.
I got to observe Robby show us the art of posing today, and he kind of went through and showed all of us what it was like to pose. And then he had the guys do a pose off. So I want to ask you about their pose off. You paired them up a little bit. You had Anthony and Sam pose off against each other. Yeah. Not necessarily against, but you were running through it with it. But what'd you see? You know, how'd they do?
I thought they were doing. They both did very well. They're probably, I'm gonna say probably 3 weeks out. Okay. Instead of actually 2 weeks out. They can speed it up by adding certain nutrients to their eating, probably over the next 2 weeks, but probably they would have to do it for probably every 5 meals or 6 meals. Wow. You use something like choline and inositol will speed up their body's ability to burn fat and allow them to come in a little bit more muscular. I think Sam is a little off and Anthony is a little off. They're both a little off and they just need an adjustment in the nutrition.
How amazing for them that they get somebody like yourself who has so much experience in this field to give them tips that they might have never heard before in their life today.
Yeah, a lot of them, they kind of look at me and all, choline and inositol, like, well,
right, but who better to tell them than...
Yeah, because I've used that product for like 27 years and using it in my own competition, getting ready for competition. If I saw myself was a little bit off or I was holding water, I would go and get choline and inositol and take 1,000 milligrams right up to that 2 weeks of the show. And what it does is just kind of dries you out and make the muscles look more prominent. It also makes your hair grow. So
it does.
Yeah. If you take it, it makes your hair grow.
I might need some of that in here.
If you start taking it, say after a meal, not just as a nutrient, not really say to make your hair grow, but it does make the hair grow faster.
You guys heard it here from Robby. Now, after Anthony and Sam pose, we had the young guys pose. A little bit different. You know, you could tell they didn't have as much experience under their belt, but still good. Yeah. What'd you see from the young guys?
I'm seeing Blake, Miles, and how both, they're all pretty much right there where their bodies should be. I'm going to say Miles is a little off, and again, it goes back to nutrition. So if he can make that adjustment in his nutrition, increases water, the water that you see is in his skin will go into the muscle. But it's just a little adjustment you have to make. And everyone has to do it. Even the guys that are you're a week out from the show, you have from Sunday to Monday, from Sunday to Wednesday to actually get that body where it will transfer that water into the muscle and it takes nutrients.
I want to ask you about this because what we want to do with Kings of Iron is kind of bring back that old school mentality of what it was like to be a bodybuilder when bodybuilding was bodybuilding. It was at the top. So you have these young guys, this good mix of guys that are just, they're hanging on your every word. What do you think it's going to take to help show them in America to put bodybuilding back in where it used to be?
I think everyone will have to kind of make those adjustments nutrition-wise. Work on those posing diligently right up to the show. I think these 2 weeks are basically, you stand up and fight or you just go home. Yeah. With your tail between your legs. But I think they're all both driven. They want to do their very best. I think Blake is right there at the door. And it's just, again, nutrients and losing the water weight. I think Sam is like right there. Two is basically just nutrition. And if they can get that nutrition down over these next 2 weeks, then they should set a whole nother standard for bodybuilding, amateur bodybuilding.